to another episode, and I'm here still in the 4th week of the Slim Trim Challenge. I don't have to title the video as Slim Trim Challenge. It's always a challenge. It's always a journey to just be healthy and feel good, lean out. I mean, that's really the key, right? So I measured myself today, and my waist was coming in at 29 inches, and my hips were coming in at 38.5 inches. I kind of like to look at that because yes, I have dropped an inch on both areas. It's just that the weight is slowly ticking down, which is good. So I dropped another 0.7 pound, right, in the last 36 to 48 hours. So I'm happy about that. I just have to be patient. And that's probably what this video is all about, is being patient. And do we continue on the fasting regimen? With ADF, I have been doing that this week, and every other day I've been eating, and I don't really count the hours of what I did do once I started to break the fast. So breaking the fast is just every other day. That looks around anywhere between 34 to 40 hours, I would say, if you want to break it down that way. When I felt my weakest and I felt like I needed some energy, then yes, I broke the fast probably at the 36-hour mark, give or take. And I'm okay with that because I'm not here to be extreme as possible or anything like that. I'm just trying to not only work on the weight, but also work on the hormone balancing component, taking a lot of herbs, incorporating other things like acupuncture is what I'm researching again. I used to do acupuncture about a year ago, and it definitely beneficial. It helped my TMJ because I'm a clencher. So I clench at night or sometimes in the day when I don't even know it. Stress causes this type of behavior on the physical end. Basically, I had to get retainers made so I can wear those at night or the day to protect my fillers and my crowns, because basically you're grinding down all the good work that I did at the dentist. And yes, that's a form of dealing with stress in a manner that is not so good for the body. And so acupuncture, I felt, helped me with relieving that type of stress. Whatever blocking I have going on or internal things that I haven't talked about with others, then that's probably why it manifests in that way. I usually just talk to God and pray on it because that's the most important thing ever in your life. And my soul is thirsting to speak with God. And this is a major reason for me extending my fast. Once you take a break from all the digesting and putting food into your body, I believe that you become closer to God and that you are bringing down some of those barriers so you can actually hear him. And calming of your soul, mind, spirit, everything, right, gives a chance for you to hear better and for God to come into your life and really show you things and what you should be doing and the reason why you're on this earth in the first place. I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual, and I believe in talking to the Most High and through Jesus and getting my actual word of the day daily, because I notice when I don't speak with him and I'm dealing with a lot of food intake, I feel very disconnected. And I find that when I fast, I feel a lot calmer because yes, you are lower energy, but you are calmer and more at peace with yourself. And so speaking to God, it's just more meaningful in my opinion. And the Bible says you should fast and pray. Anyway, I didn't want to get on a soapbox or anything like that. I wanted to reconnect with you all and see how you're doing, on your own challenge that you have set up for yourself going into 2023. Yeah, that's pretty exciting because 2023 is kind of this odd year thing. I don't really care for the odd years. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know. It just can be, if you're setting up these habits right now, because that's what we're doing, setting up habits and systems instead of saying, hey, this is my resolution for 2023. No. I don't really do resolutions. I just say, hey, I have goals that I like to hit. There's short-term goals and there's long-term goals. A short-term goal could be anywhere from 30 days to 90 days. That's how I look at it in those increments. If you set up goals that are short and small, but significant to you, then you can easily hit those goals, and then that keeps continuing to build motivation for you to go to the next goal and the next goal. And then these habits are your habits for life. And so if you do that, write down your goals, put it in your journal, and see where it is. 30-day, 90-day, 6-month, and a 1-year goal. And I think that's the best way to go about it into this year. Now, the ADF has been going well, and I really appreciate it because it really did slow me down, put me in a calmer place, and to manage the anxiety that I usually have been living it with for many years and was always on high alert. That's no way to live. The sugar thing is a major issue, and what I mean is that sugar sneaks into our diet and we don't even realize we're eating a lot of sugar. And so I found out on my blood work that my A1C is pre-diabetic, and it's gone up in that range. I was at the low end, maybe teetering on pre-diabetic, and being plant-based mostly. I was eating a lot of grains, right? A lot of different starches, and I think that could be the culprit. Since I've done a DNA test as well, it does say that I should be on the lower carb side, and that's where my body feels better and more optimum level, and to keep maintenance of weight in check. And so I think once you deal with the hormones and get that balanced out as much as we possibly can, because there's really no such thing as being balanced in every way, especially hormones. There's so many hormones, it's unbelievable. Your balance can be whacked and off-center just as soon as you have one bad conversation at work, right? So, but what I mean is to calm down things and where everything is not in an upheaval all the time. So with those grains and things like that, I think that might be my issue right now, is working on tweaking the diet a little better when I do break the fast and not eating a lot of starch. Going back to more low carb and upping the protein, because we've always talked about keeping the protein up at this age, in this time in your life, we need more protein. If you can manage to get more of that into your diet with your vegetables, right? And what I mean is leafy vegetables, greens, colors of the rainbow are great too, you know, peppers, tomatoes. But I mean like the starches, the potatoes, the rice, the pasta, of course, and breads. Those things tend to convert into sugar. And so I really wasn't managing the sugar as well as I thought I was. Yes, my cholesterol did come down, but the A1C, I don't like where that's going. So I'll keep working on it. And I know that there are so much to research when it comes to this. The ADF is going well right now, so I'm going to continue on and see how I feel. And like with the other channels that are doing challenges, I'm definitely following along. Don't know if I'll be to the extreme, because I am always prioritizing the hormones first, and that means my well-being, how I feel, and go with it. So be a mindful eater. But when I really need to eat, eat, and not push the fasting window so far that I just feel out of sort and can't manage my day. 2 is stress management has to be managed better this year than last. You have to do things in your life and figure out what is ailing you and deal with it in that fashion and make a change. Whatever it is, maybe it's just small little tweaks in your career, small little tweaks in your relationships with family. Maybe you need to put up more boundaries that you didn't do before. And that includes family and friends. Because if we say no a little bit more without giving excuses for saying no all the time, life can be so much better, peaceful. And again, I've always been told, don't ever let anyone steal your peace. And that means setting up proper boundaries. Things are looking good. I'm positive and seeing that there's so many limitless possibilities for this new year. And I want to thank you guys for joining in, listening in for the challenge. At the same time, continue to go. I know this was a really informal challenge, and we were just trying to build up again those habits so you can carry it out for the rest of the year. And you're always going to be tweaking along the way. And what works for you and what works for me, could be totally opposite things. It could be totally opposite diets. All diets can work if your body wants that particular diet and it's being nutritional. You are the only judge of that to tell yourself or to see what you feel good with the best. Keto, Mediterranean, carnivore, well, that's too extreme for me, but vegetarian, vegan, whole food, plant-based is where I strive and try to live. All could be good if you are getting organic foods, grass-fed meats if you're going that route, stepping it up on the quality of food, stretching out the fasting windows to give your body a break in digestion, yes, and continue on the process and building those habits, short-term goals to long-term goals. Let me know what your goals are for this year, like a 1-month goal and a 3-month goal. What does that look like for you? I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. All right, guys. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And always remember, you can begin again. Cheers.